Japanese horror comedies, real or not real? Bullet train to the face.
Oh, that sounds real.
That's not real.
Tricky.
Sake in hand, we'll mispronounce stuff because we're two gaijins and words are tough.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sake This. My name is Josh. I'm here with Justin. How you going, Justin?
Yeah, good. Good, Josh.
Good.
I'm going good.
Very good. So we're here.
Sorry, how are you?
Oh, I'm going great. You've never asked me that, so I didn't even wait for you to ask. Things are changing.
This is the only time.
Yeah, things are changing here in episode 10. Okay, that's all done. Righto. So that's the end of your goodwill here?
Yeah, no, I didn't care for the answer. I was just asking.
Right. Well, that's good to know. So hopefully you care a little bit more about our Japanese news stories that we're going to cover today. We've also got a Guesstimation Japan game coming up, Japanese horror comedies this time. And then we're going to review some reviews from Himeji Castle. A lot of people not real happy about one of Japan's major existing castles and landmarks. So but before we get to that, let's jump in with some news stories. So we've got three of these coming at you. The first one is from the archive. So this is a slightly older story. Japanese research team invents device that silences the overly wordy. So if you don't suffer people who are talkative very well, this is the perfect device for you. A pair of Japanese researchers have come up with just the thing, a portable device that can painlessly jam a person's speech up to 30 meters. That's 98 feet away. And the device was ingeniously dubbed the speech jammer.
I'm confused, but I'm also on board with whatever this is because I hate talkative people.
Yes.
Genuinely. Is it noise cancelling headphone type stuff and then it's jamming it just for you, or is this sending out a high frequency jammer and this person's just nerfed from talking?
It's more that than I expected it would be when I looked it up. It kind of looks like a speed camera.
So it's actually jamming there.
It's sending some kind of impulse at the person. There's two ways I envisaged it. One is you hold it in front of yourself and that creates some kind of distortion field of sound between you and whatever you're pointing it at. So you're kind of bubbled. So it's actually kind of working against you more so than them. But how all of the imagery looked was you pointed at the person that's overly wordy or talkative and it just stops them from being able to talk.
Yeah, right. Is word jam, isn't it like, aren't they just playing it back to the person at like isn't it like when you can hear, maybe it's something just completely different that I'm not thinking of, but I'm thinking of like the YouTube videos where people put on like headphones and they try to speak over something and it muddles up their way of speaking and then they sound like gibberish. But it doesn't sound like that. It sounds, like.
My impression was that it was doing something to their ability to speak comfortably, and whether it was some high-pitched sound that was interfering with them and made them not want to speak.
Yeah, right.
Or it was sending an actual wave of some kind at their voice box.
Right. I might purchase one of these things.
There's many times per podcast where I've wanted one myself.
I might just purchase it when they figure out how to make it permanent.
So just like,
because there's a few people that I could just permanently be like, hey, quiet it down a little bit.
I don't want to hurt you, but I do want you to shut up.
I wouldn't use don't so freely in that context.
Okay, very good.
I do want to hurt you just because you speak too much.
So the only thing that disappointed me about that whole story wasn't, I love that field of research, whatever you call that. Acoustic jamming, speech jamming, good stuff. But I just think the name speech jammer, they didn't go for enough there. They could have called this thing the taker of voice. They could have given it a really dramatic name. I don't know, whatever, the word stealer. I don't know if you've got any potential ideas.
The jam jammer.
Anything would have been better.
Yeah.
The jam jammer is probably a little bit Spaceballs.
No, shut your jam, mate.
Shut your jam, mate. They could have called it that. That would be the advertisement in Australia for the same product.
Yeah, shut your jam.
Shut your jam, mate. So the Speech Jammer, amazing sounding product, great research, bad name. Our second article for the week. A man was arrested on suspicion of stealing more than 700 pieces of women's underwear from coin laundromats. Local police told media that they had not confiscated, quote, such a large number of panties in years, unquote. So this person is just out there going to all of the laundromats, just stealing specifically panties and making a collection.
I mean, it seems very easy to do and pull off because people are just like, where's my panties got? They're just lost in the wash.
Yes. So it's not like he's gone
like
in and taken the duvet cover or a pillowcase or a sheet for a king bed. It's hopefully, I guess, well, depending on this guy's proclivities, one of the smaller items.
It seems like almost the perfect crime.
Particularly if you've got a speech jammer. Someone goes to say, those are my pants. You just jam it with it.
Yeah, it's something that's so easily excusable that he wouldn't have been caught if he didn't have 770.
It's a volume issue. Sure.
Yeah. He could just do what he needs to do with them and then do a switcheroo at the next one.
It worries me the most, though, that it's not the first time that these local authorities have had to confiscate 600-700 panties back off someone. It's just it hasn't happened in years. What was surprising, not that it happened at all.
Yeah.
There's precedent for this having happened before. I wonder if that was the thing. You know how there's kind of that copycat thing where people in crime or murder, they're emulating their hero, but they've got to step it up in some way.
Yeah, the copycat panty stealer.
The copycat panty stealer. The person that he emulated only got 500 pairs.
Yeah.
This guy was going for a neat 700.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Why wouldn't you?
I don't know. Maybe he was a big Shane
just...
Warne fan. He's got the same number of panties as he has wickets in the cricket. It's pretty impressive stuff.
I think he's been to my house and stolen a couple of pairs of socks.
Do you think that if it was 700 socks, that this would have made any form of news?
No, that's what I'm saying. It's so easily excusable because you're just like, where'd I put those undies? Like, you're never blaming it on the panty thief from the laundromat. Like, I don't know. You're not even thinking about it. That's why I think if he'd done the switcheroos, there would be thought behind it. If you turn up, you put in your nice pair of lingerie and you get Granny's undies in there, you're like, what's going on?
He doesn't seem like the type of person that would be industrious enough to pre-purchase or resource himself with the switch-out undies, though.
Yeah, but that's only for the first time.
But he could go to someone else's washing, take that, and then just switch it in.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's obviously doing something with these panties. So when he's done with them, when you make the switch.
When you say something.
I don't know why I'm giving ideas to this random guy, but...
No, and I hope he's not a repeat offender, to be honest.
Yeah, I hope he's a repeat listener of the pod, and that's about it.
Maybe 700 downloads next time, mate, not 700 panties. So, in our third article for the week, a leading provider of ikemeso danshi, which I'll explain in a sec, ikemeso danshi are now offering gardening and in-home handyman services. Ikemeso danshi, which translates to handsome weeping boys, have traditionally been hired to watch movies with you, watch TV shows. They allow you to cry and then they wipe away your tears. They're a gentle presence that can be hired on an hourly basis. That industry is now moving into gardening, in-home repair, any kind of essentially Jim's mowing type of jobs. They'll do that in and around wiping away your tears during watching sad movies.
Yeah, great.
So this is an industry that took off and was kind of the progenitor to that craze around the world over the last 10 to 20 years of you can hire someone to just hug you and hold you.
Yep.
This is both the beginnings of that, but also the evolution. So it spread from Japan. They were just wiping tears. Now they're wiping tears. They're fixing the gate.
They'll wipe anything.
They're trimming the hedges.
Yeah.
They will literally fix anything. So let me ask you, the reason this story stood out to me was as someone that works hard labor at times with your shed building. Do you think you would ever expand into, we've got the garage up, let's watch The Notebook?
Well, there's some clients, like customers, that are watching you do your whole job anyway. So, I may as well put on a movie or something and
just project that on the side of the shed.
Yeah, look, well, we just finished the job. If you do your final payment, you can have the keys. Also, do you want to cuddle? Because that will be added onto the final payment.
Yes, there's a cuddle fee.
Yeah, I'm more like, from Australia, gyms is the big one, as you explained earlier, where they've got gyms, everything. They've got gyms, bouncing castles. Like, it's just gym and throw on something at the end of it. I'm more interested in seeing gyms cuddling. Yeah. When's that coming?
There's probably just random guys out there named Jim that would cuddle you for money. But
yeah, of course. Of course.
You want the safety of the commercial rapper.
Yeah, we need to franchise it.
Yeah. I think
Jim's dating apps, basically.
So I do love that it's handsome weeping boys, because the best of the handsome weeping boys are truly, they're great looking dudes, but they also are very emotionally aware and empathetic. And the best people that demand the most money, they cry too. So they're not just tear wipers, they're tear generators.
Yeah. Well, that's like a big thing in Japan, isn't it? The bars that the employees are basically paid to be with either women or men, type of thing.
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but a host, like the
hostess bars.
Yeah, like that type of thing. So I guess that, because it's already broken down that stigma behind it, that it's basically in-house hosting, I guess.
I do kind of admire the culture for being, if you're lonely, it's okay to pay money for emotional support and also comfort. It doesn't appear as though there's quite the stigma.
It's without fixing, because like you can go to a therapist.
Yes.
But that's kind of under the guise of you're going with the problems and you're wanting to get fixed or something. Yes. Where the host part seem more like I think most of it is you're so busy with work that you don't have time to find a relationship out of work. So then this is used to supplement that feeling of loneliness. But yeah, like it would obviously be great, but we don't care.
You're right, and that's a really astute observation that they're so different. But what I like is their job is just, while you're there, obviously get you to spend money, but just make you feel good. Make you want to come back. It's not
the therapist is not trying to make you feel
how
good.
Many drugs can we get this person on for life? That's not it's more about how much whiskey can we sell this dude right now.
Yeah. And my therapist tries to sell me whiskey all the time. I don't know.
Well, if my therapist offered me sake, I'd actually start turning up. So we do have a Guesstimation Japan game today. So did you want to have a guess if any of those are fake or real before we move on?
They all sounded pretty real, but the second one's a bit like the 700. I would hope that's inflated numbers, but apart from that, no.
That one is real.
Okay.
The first story was completely real about the speech jammer. The last story just had a little bit of mayo on it. So
hopefully not in the house.
No. Hopefully that's not what they're using to wipe away tears. Hey, you've got moisture on your face. Here's some mayo. So there are handsome weeping boys. They're definitely available for hire to watch movies, be there for your emotional support.
Yep.
Just you can't ask them to trim the verge.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so no gardening services offered quite yet. But if you're out there and you want to do that and you are a handsome weeping boy, we want a franchise fee. It's not Jim's, it's Josh and Justin's.
You can take it all.
Just Josh's?
Just Josh's, yeah.
Okay, Josh's handsome weeping boys.
I don't want to deal with the weeping boys.
Okay. So moving on, Guesstimation Japan for this week. Japanese horror comedies, real or not real. So I got 10 of these coming at you, Justin.
Great.
The first one, Zombie Ass, Toilet of the Dead.
Straight off the bat, like, I'm going real.
That's real.
Okay, great.
That was one of the classic ones and one of the more highly reviewed ones.
Yeah, it sounds like a classic,
It really does.
but it really sets the tone for what the rest is about to come. Yeah.
So just in case you didn't catch that one, Zombie Ass, Toilet of the Dead, classic Japanese horror comedy. The next one, Tokyo Gore Police.
Tokyo Gore Police. The context has changed a little bit. I'm going to still go real.
That is real.
Okay, great.
Yeah, so some of these are pure spoofy sort of things and others are traditional horrors that have a bit of a funny vibe.
Yeah, similar if you said Sharknado.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, through to maybe Shaun of the Dead, that kind of range. That's what we're looking at here. And next one, The Cat Cafe Killer.
Oh, hopefully fake.
That's not real.
Okay.
I wish it was real because that documentary, Cat Island or whatever it was called, that made me want to do things to myself.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Yes. So our next one, Guinea Pig 3, He Never Dies.
Please be real.
That's real.
Okay, great.
This is a big series, apparently, the Guinea Pig series.
Well, it's got 3. That's what interested me the most.
So Guinea Pig 4, Still Not Dead.
Yeah, great.
So do you reckon Guinea Pig 4 is a real one or not real?
Was that the second?
That's
question?
the second part of that's another one.
Oh,
Guinea Pig
okay.
4,
I'm
Still Not Dead.
I'm going to go fake.
That one's fake.
Okay,
yes.
great.
Okay.
I thought you were just providing context on the next
No.
movie in the franchise.
No, so there's lots of guinea pig movies, but Still Not Dead is not one of them. So our next one, Crazy Lips.
Crazy Lips.
Mm.
Oh, I'm going to go fake on that one.
That one is real.
Crazy Lips.
So Fat Kid Fights a Bear. Fat Kid Fights a Bear.
Fake.
That's fake.
Okay, great.
That's fake and probably inappropriate this week with the amount of bear attacks. So I apologize if you're listening to this. There's a demon in my right hand.
This is a personal question. Oh, okay, true.
That one is not real.
Okay. This is
It may be real, but
straight
it's
off
not,
the top of your head.
It's not a movie.
That one was not hard to figure out for you.
So we got 2 more. Executive Koala.
Oh, please be fake.
That is real.
Oh, no.
And it looks, I watched a bit of this one because it can't be real, but then I did some investigation. It is so bad that it's so good.
Okay, I'll trust your word on that.
I'm not really it's so bad, it's so good person. I actually don't believe in that philosophy very much, but this was just so wacky.
Okay, I will say quickly, if you're not enjoying this podcast, it does get good based on how bad it is.
Yes. Yeah, particularly when you're talking. So our last one for the week and our last Japanese horror comedy, Big Tits Zombie.
Real only because that's what I'm going to look up straight after this.
And you'll be very, very happy, young man, because it is definitely real.
Okay.
So Big
great.
Tits Zombie is real.
Anyway, that's the end of today's episode.
Yeah, you're busy now?
Yeah. Something just came up.
Yeah, you could either have 700 panties or 1 Google search. So we're going to move on with a couple of reviews. As I mentioned at the start, we're talking about Himeji Castle here. So I didn't think that maybe with the cultural importance of these feudal castles and different kind of castles in Japan that there would be so much just contention around what they're like and how well preserved they are. But there is around this particular one, Justin. So we're going to start off with a 5-star review.
And then let it all go downhill, it sounds.
Yes, very much so. So our first 5-star review was on Google from Barbara. The same as the Lego set. It was very nice to visit. So that's coming out of the blocks hard. It's the same as the plastic representation of the thing. This is very impressive.
Yeah, that is a funny statement to be like, oh, the replica, it's just like the replica of the thing.
Yes. I like that that's how
Wild.
the reviews open that, so it's definitely worth 5 stars. Barbara said, wear good socks and shoes that are easy to take off because the whole castle, you must do it without shoes. I wore flip-flops because I love the feel of wood in contact with my feet because it's very soft. Has anything ever said it's the same as a Lego set more than the second half of that review? I didn't even need to know Barbara was a Lego fan to know Barbara's a Lego fan.
Yeah. Likes the feel of it on her
Because
feet.
that's exactly what comes to mind when I think of Lego is foot feel.
I do love it's most likely hardwood floors and it's very soft.
So this was a common thing throughout all of the reviews, positive or negative, for Himeji Castle, was that you will need good shoes and wear darker coloured socks, or they'll basically just turn black by the time you finished walking around. Right, do you want to take the next one?
Yeah, I'll pull it up. 1 star from Alex. Too much people allowed, no regulation at all. Every flower crowded as hell. I'm hoping that's a translated one and that it's just a spelling mistake.
It's meant to be
flower
obviously
spelled Flour, not, yeah. So it's very close to floor. I'll give him that. But yeah, just crowded. Yeah, he's part of the crowding.
Yes.
Good on you.
So too much people allowed was very common. Through even some of the 5-star reviews said, we have been before and it was awful. We came this time at a different time. It was better.
Oh,
So the
okay.
crowding
So
thing
that's
is a
cool.
major issue with this particular site, apparently.
I'll say that the next one, same theme. It's 1 star by Alicio, and it says, "Too crowd. You are crazy."
That one was my favourite.
It makes sense.
Just too crowd.
Too crowd. You are crazy. Great.
Just when Alex said earlier, every flower crowded as hell, part of what people loved most about this wasn't the inside of the castle itself, because apparently that's very barren and almost empty. You're essentially just walking up to get a better view of the surrounding area.
Yeah, yep.
But it's got incredible, beautiful gardens inside the walls. I like to think that what Alex is saying was every single flower had a crowd of people around it. And there was a particular flower that he wanted to get a photo with and he just couldn't.
Great, yeah.
That's definitely worth 1 star if that's the case. I feel for you, Alec.
100%.
So we had a 2-star review from Anonymous in the Japanese Castles Facebook group, which surprisingly busy, and a lot of it was complaining.
Yeah, great.
So this said, Himeji, it's pretty super far. You must avoid it if you have children, are older, or are fat, or both, because it's truly impossible. The stairs are a total hell to climb, as they are tiny, and the real catch, and horizontal.
The stairs are horizontal.
Yes.
Oh, not horizontal.
This review had hundreds of just snide corrections.
I love it. I love it. Yeah. I'm not going to say what I was going to say, but I love you must avoid it if you have children, are older, or are fat, or both.
Or both.
It's like you've listed 3 options.
Yeah.
Or both. To end it with or both after 3 options is great.
But if you're a child that's slightly older than other children and maybe a fatty, you're clear, because there's so many commas in that sentence that you're getting away with it if you're a little bit of a tubby kid.
Yeah, until they meet the horizontal stairs.
So the number of comments that were
Just
just
a total hell. Sorry to cut you off. I'm trying to picture it. The stairs are total hell to climb as they're. Oh, so yeah, right. So there's not much vertical action. You're gaining little height as you're walking up the stairs.
yes.
So then you're going up more stairs. Yeah.
I think it's almost, if you can imagine, you're doing the maximum amount of almost circumference to make every level of up the building. But the words vertical is the new horizontal. I've never seen more, and I've never even known that was an expression until Anon copped hundreds of that comment.
I love you saying anon.
Anon, yes. And we have one more review. I might let you take this one.
This is another comment. Is it from the Japanese travel? Oh, it's from a different one. Japan Travel Tips and Planning Group on Facebook by Santa C. I was there. The flooring was fucking cold and ...
No, that was it.
Oh, it's just and. I was there. The flooring was fucking cold and great. Love it.
So
Why is he Santa Claus? Santa C.
I'm not sure. It was Santa C that posted
Oh, so Santa Claus is worried about the flooring being too cold.
Oh, yeah, and
he just went to another house.
yeah. Sorry, I'm busy.
Yeah, great.
It
would be funny for Santa Claus to be leaving reviews of people's houses.
Yeah.
But a side note, that would be funny.
Yes, that would be very funny, but just too busy to finish them.
And it's all 1 stars.
Yeah.
Like it's just a negative of every house.
Yeah, shit chimney, 1 star.
Yeah.
Have you ever just wanted to just end it? I'm going to do it now. I've never wanted to until reading this particular review. I'm going to start doing that to people I know.
Yeah. We can do it to this podcast right now.
Yes, I'll be ending the podcast and.
That's the.
That actually is a good ending.
Yeah.
This is probably a good place to end. We're going to start waffling here. Thank you, everyone who listened to the last episode. That was good to see the numbers uptick a little bit again. Thank you to everyone who's checked out the first episode. If we can get everything listened to as much as that first episode, we'll be cruising. So thank you if you have taken time to check out the show. Thank you, Justin, and talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Yeah, thanks for